Welcome to the Mixed Media Department at 56 Orchard Street, also known as McKenzie Fine Art Gallery. We are here for the opening of the group show, composed of over 19 artists, called Small World. And in Small World, you'll be confronted with what we call geometric abstraction. So all 19 artists, though different they may be, today we won't distinguish because McKenzie Fine Art is presenting us with a collective of abstract geometric painting. So we have different materials used, we have different techniques, different theories. Every artist here is different. But confronted with 19 of them, I think you won't blame me for learning all of their names and all of their styles, because here, as you can see, we entered with a sort of psychedelia, and then we proceeded to a sort of almost computer geometric design, and then now we're here in the sensory and the tactile. And if we were to go to the other side, we would be confronted with yet other forms of geometric abstraction. So, no doubt about it, here I would like to highlight this. This is on notepad paper with ink, very impressive. But here, no doubt about it, we are confronted with art that is, at its very core, not giving a damn about representation. There is no effort to represent a specific statement, a specific movement. We have a slightly more minimalist approach next to a slightly more maximalist approach. We have an even more maximalist approach of geometric abstraction with a sort of floral note to it. And we're not talking about wine here, we're talking about art. Floral here means, exploding out of the canvas with color and shape. But we also have a slightly more somber approach directly put across from it. So, testament to the curatorial vision here, putting works in proximity that don't necessarily interlock with each other, but rather debate and conflict. But here we have a poly statement being made. A statement that has a polyurethane cover that makes it, when you move around the surface, have a highly glossy and almost plastic texture while maintaining very high value in the pigment. And so this artist has employed the poly very effectively to represent this abstraction and the colors that compose it. And just next door, we have the opposite approach. Here we have an artist who has used pressure and layering to achieve a pencil like no other. So these two pencil works, have almost a coffee stain or very organic quality to them, and yet at the same time, they seem to, manipulate themselves in almost a codified linguistic way. These symbols are not symbols to represent a notion or an isolated idea, but rather pieces of a statement. This piece has a paper back and a graphite front, giving it this sort of very animated conflict between the surface and the material. A very abstract, organic, but representational in the sense of the symbolism that we get out of representation. So not a figure, not a naked person standing in front of the camera, but rather a page full of words that's been erased a little bit. That's what I see, at least. And so as we finish up this show, if you like abstract geometry, you should come here and check out what they have, because there is something for everyone out of these 19 artists. Thank you, and tune back into the Mixed Media Department.